is due to cooking team building.
做一台跟特斯拉一样好的车。
The focus for JING A is trying to help introduce the idea of craft beer to China.
Xbox 呢是一个用 3D 打印的一个个人的小型飞行器。
My name is Chris Lee. I'm one of the co-founders of JING A. I've been living in Beijing for 14 years now. My parents are from China. My mom is from Shanghai. My dad's from Hong Kong. And I grew up, I was born and raised in Toronto, in Canada.
And my name's Alex. I'm the other half of JING A Brewing Company here in Beijing. I'm originally from the U.S., from Connecticut. I'm half Chinese myself, and that's kind of what brought me to China in the first place, to explore the culture and the roots and to learn Chinese.
About 3 years ago, Alex and I started this company, which is now 100% consuming both of our times, and it's a great adventure.
So the focus for JING A is really around brewing really tasty, bold, full-flavored beers and trying to help introduce the idea of craft beer to China.
We started off just the two of us, literally brewing beer, out of his bathroom, actually. And we're now about 21 people. So JING A, where it comes from is, the first character Jing is obviously for Beijing, and A, the letter A, it comes from the original license plate in Beijing. So we actually thought it was a really smart, funny symbol of a slice of the city, a symbol that kind of shows them that's very sort of uniquely Beijing.
The heart of things, of course, is making beer, and that's where we're constantly talking and brainstorming about how we can make the kind of the latest and kind of most interesting next beer for JING A.
Any one time, JING A will have 10 to 12 beers that we're offering at a tap room, or we're also offering at one of the other locations. We always have interesting beers, so all the beers that we try to do is a combination of really core authentic recipes from around the world, but then we try to also add a bit of a Chinese flavor in there.
Anybody living in Beijing knows that kind of at this time of year in the fall, it's a very popular street snack to eat toasted chestnuts, so we want to try to bring that into our beer.
So we're in Huairou today in search of the best chestnut in Beijing to put in our new toasted chestnut beer. So yeah, let's hop in and see what we can find.
Let's go. Alright, here we do. Let's give it a taste test. Let's give it a bite.
Alright.
There we go.
Looks like it's nice and white inside, yellow around the edge. It's a sign of a good chestnut.
很甜，
特别甜，真的。
Craft beer is a big opportunity in China right now. Craft beer in general, China is the largest market in the world when it comes to consuming beer. And craft beer is only a small percentage of that.
So there's definitely a fairly large group of foreigners that are into our beer, but I think over time we're seeing more and more Chinese drinkers that are really getting into this and interested in it.
Online media, especially in China, is now a very powerful medium. So we use things such as Weixin, Weibo, all of these mediums to really try to touch our customers directly. I would say, probably in the next, maybe looking 2 years from now, there'll be a point where we need to raise some external money to help us keep on building our brewery and make bigger batches and better beer. So I can see that down the road for sure. So.
We love making beer. We want to introduce good beer to people. We hope that we can cover our costs and that we don't lose our shirts in the process.
Every day you're faced with problems. And a lot of what we do on a daily basis is solve problems. Because everyone will always have great ideas. But taking an idea and making that into something is persistence.
The future plan for JING A, I think, is it's really to keep on doing what we're doing, which is really focused on brewing really great beers, kind of helping to spread the idea of craft beer and really good beer culture around China. We'd love to be a part of that. And also to help bring this idea of craft beers with Chinese characteristics out of China.